Yo, what's good, y'all? Prime Day 2025 is here, and I got a list of deals that y'all gonna want to check out for the people who are in the market. Now, like I always say, don't be out here wasting money just because some random YouTuber told you that this thing was on sale. If you wasn't in the market, don't buy it, all right? It's just always a deal if you were already gonna buy something and now it's on sale. This list of items is pretty good, I would say. A little light on cameras this year, but I think that this is the year of accessories, so pretty much all of these accessories have some really good deals going right now. Let's start off on the DJI side of things. The first camera we got is the DJI Osmo 360. For Prime Day, this is coming in at 25% off, which is a savings of $130. And the overall price for the standard package is gonna be $412. You can't beat this. If you're in the market for a 360 camera, the Osmo 360 is a great option. The thing that I love about it is that it has that 10-bit. That's something that DJI is doing really good right now, man. You can pretty much get a good color grade out of all of the cameras that they're offering. So if you were in the market for this, right now is a great time to pick it up. The next camera that DJI is offering is the DJI Osmo Action 4. Now, don't sleep on this because I've been using the Action 4 for the past couple of months for my behind the scenes content. But when I was taking it serious, trying to get a really good image out of it, it was honestly really easy because of that 10-bit like I mentioned with the 360. So the standard package for the Osmo Action 4 is coming in at 25% off. That's a savings of $20 and the overall price is $229. $229 for an action camera right now that has 10-bit great stabilization in it is an overall win in my opinion. If you are in the market for an action camera for behind the scenes or just action sports or, getting those shots where you don't necessarily want to put your camera up in a position to get damaged, this camera right here is a good cop. And another action camera that DJI is offering, which I will argue is probably a better deal for what it is the Osmo Action 5. This is coming in at 21% off with a savings of $80 off. And the overall price for the standard package is $269. So that's only $40 more than the Action 4, and you get a little bit more for your money. I hate to keep talking about that 10-bit D-Log M that DJI is offering, but it makes all the difference when it comes to using these smaller cameras, being able to color grade them how you would like and get some really good quality footage. The Osmo Action 5 Pro is a great option. The next two cameras are coming from Sony, and the first is the Sony a7 IV. I feel like the a7 IV is pretty much always on sale when it comes to these days, but today it's coming in at a savings of 29% off, which is essentially a whole $500. Bringing the overall price of this to $2198. I've used the a7 IV a handful of times. I like it a lot. I currently use the a7C Mark II, which is essentially the exact same camera, just stripped down in a smaller body. So this is one that I can confidently recommend. I love the a7 IV, and if you were in the market for $500 off, you really can't beat the price. And the next camera that Sony has on sale is the a7R5. Now this is coming in at a savings of 10% off, which doesn't sound like much, but when the price of the camera is expensive, that actually gets to a significant amount. So that's $400 off the price, bringing it to an overall price of $37.98. This is a pro level mirrorless camera, so I mean, if you were in the market for $400 off, you really can't beat it. And Sony is actually running deals on some other cameras as well, which aren't as significant, so I didn't necessarily want to mention them. But down in the description below, I'll make sure to link those as well. Now let's get into memory. Memory is usually the area that I focus on most when it comes to these videos because SD cards, CF Express cards, SSDs, hard drives, all of these things tend to be going for really good prices right now. But in this video, I only linked two because they stood out to me. But in the description below, I'll make sure to link those other ones because I don't want to bore y'all listing off 100 different items. The first item is this 1TB SanDisk SSD. And this is coming in at a savings of 36% off, which is around $60. Overall price of this is going to be $117. If you still use SD cards for anything, having a 1TB option is going to be incredible. The next item is this Crucial X10 SSD, the 2TB option. This is coming in at 28% off, which is basically a savings of $50, bringing the overall price of this to $150. I currently use a Crucial SSD that I like a lot, so this is going to be a good option for anybody looking for a portable SSD that has a significant amount of space, that has significant speed, that's going at a good price. But like I said, all of the other memory finds will be down in the description below for anybody interested in CF Express cards or other SSDs or hard drive options. Now I tried to make a desk category, but I couldn't find anything that I've used in the past before that I can confidently recommend, except for this one thing. This is the Anker Mag Go, and it's basically a 3-in-1 charging solution for your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods. And I actually got it on my desk right now and I love it. So I figured I'd mention it to you guys, and I've also featured it in my desk setup before. This is coming in at 32% off, which is a savings of $35, bringing the overall price of this to 75 bucks. I love this because it's an all-in-one solution. It keeps your desk tidy. You can charge all of your Apple devices in one place. And when it comes to the desk, man, you want to keep as many wires off of it as possible. And I think that this does it in a clean, aesthetic way. Now let's get into mobile, man. We just got the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max. And these accessories right here would be a great option for the people who pick those up. Or if you just got a mobile phone and you want to get some accessories, these will suit you as well. This first item is the AirPods 4 with noise cancellation. Now I did have these, but in normal fashion of having AirPods, you lose them at the gym or whatever you're doing. I don't know how AirPods always go missing, but I gotta buy me another pair. But these are coming in at a good price. Right now, these are 34% off, which is a savings of $60, bringing the overall price of these to 119 bucks. I don't know about y'all, but I don't really like headphones that go into my ear with like the rubber tips. I don't like it. They always fall out of my ear. I feel like these are a perfect fit, and the noise cancellation is okay. It's not amazing, but you got some sort of noise cancellation, which I like a lot. I feel like these, for me, are like a good middle ground. So if you were in the market for these, definitely look into them. The next item is the Anker Mag Go UFO. Now, I've been traveling a lot lately, going to different events. I went to China, I was just in Washington. And this is something that I always pack in my backpack when I'm traveling, because just like I talked about the Mag Go that I keep on my desk that keeps everything all in one, this keeps all of my charging all in one while I'm traveling, which I love a lot. So essentially, this is just an all-in-one charger that folds up into the shape of a UFO. You just store it in your bag, you pack one USB-C cord, and you can charge your phone, your AirPods, and your Apple Watch all in one space when you're moving around. For traveling, I freaking love this. This is coming in at 34% off, which is a savings of $40, bringing the overall price of this to 60 bucks. If you travel a lot and you want an all-in-one solution, you tired of bringing 3 USB-C cords and 2 USB-C cords, and then you gotta bring the Apple Watch charger, this thing right here is a great solution. I can't recommend it enough. This next item is a power bank, which also fits into the space of traveling, which I've been doing a lot. So I had to recommend this. This Anker power bank is awesome. I love it because it has a USB-C cable already integrated into it, so you don't have to remember to bring one. It has 100 watts of output. This thing is just awesome. This is coming in at a savings of 33% off, which is around $45, bringing the overall price of this to $89.99. If you are in the market for a power bank, this is a great option. This next item I just featured in my iPhone 17 Pro Max accessories. And I love it a lot, man. It has really great sound quality. These are the Hollyland Lark A1 wireless microphones. These are coming in at a savings of 31% off, which is around $22 off, bringing the overall price of these to $47.90. If you want to hear how these microphones sound and get a little bit more information about them, make sure you go check out my video. I'll make sure to link it up above and down in the description below. But these are coming in at a really good price. You get 2 microphones, you get 2 transmitters, 1 USB-C, 1 Lightning for people who might have an older iPhone. And you can even get these cheaper if you don't need all of these accessories. And the next item is this Lexar Go portable SSD, which is pretty much the best SSD option for the iPhone. I also featured this in my iPhone 17 Pro Max video accessories, and I can't recommend it enough. I feel like it's like the cleanest SSD option. It's just fire. This is coming in at 33% off, which is a savings of $50, bringing the overall price of this to $99.88, and this is for a 1 terabyte SSD. I love this thing. Not only can you use it on your phone, you can actually just plug it into your laptop and use it that way as well. Now, just like with that desk category I tried to make, I wanted to make a category specifically for lenses, but I couldn't find any that I had used in the past before that I can confidently recommend that were going at a significant price. So this one right here is the one that I'll list, and then I'll also link some other ones down in the description below if y'all want to check those out. Now, this lens I'm gonna talk about is the Canon 16mm f2.8, which is an RF mount. And when I use Canon, I love this lens. This is coming in at 22% off, which is a savings of $70, bringing the overall price of this to $259. I love this 16mm, man. Super lightweight, it's plasticky, just like the Plastic 50, but the image quality that comes out of it, especially for the price, is really good. Now let's get into some accessories, man. This is probably like my favorite section. I found some really good items in here, so let's run through these really quick. The first option is coming from DJI, and this is from their Ronin line, the RS4 line. We got the regular and the mini. The regular RS4 Pro is coming in at 16% off, which is a savings of $90, bringing the overall price of this to $459. And as far as the mini is going for 16% off, which is a savings of $60, bringing the overall price to that $2,309. Now, I really love how the mini gimbals are starting to support more weight. So if you don't want to get a big gimbal and make your setup huge, you can actually gravitate towards something that's a little bit smaller. So if you are in the market for one of these right now, it's a great time to pick one up. The next item is another set of wireless microphones. These are the Lark M2S's by Hollyland. These probably have the most unique wireless microphone design of all time. And this is another reason why I just love Hollyland microphones. They think out of the box and come with some new stuff. These are coming in at 39% off, which is a savings of $58, bringing the overall price of these to 91 bucks. If you are in the market for these right now, it's a great time to cop. I feel like I keep saying that. I need to stop saying that. Let's get into some small rig stuff, man. I've been mentioning a lot of small rig lately, but that's just because that's what I use. I got a small rig cage, I use small rig batteries, accessories, all of that stuff. So I just love recommending their stuff. I feel like it's great quality, especially for the price that it is. Let's get into some of their V-mount batteries. The first one is going to be the X99. This is their shock-proof version of the VB99 Pro, which comes with a couple more features and bells and whistles. I actually did a review on this, which I'll link in the description below if y'all want to check it out. This is coming in at 20% off, which is a savings of $60, bringing the overall price of this to $239. This battery is so solid, you can drop it. I did a drop test in the video. I threw it up in the air a couple times. This thing is never going to break. Has a flashlight on it, touch screen, so many different features. It's an awesome battery. If you are in the market for one, definitely pick one up. I just said I wasn't going to say that again. The next item is the VB99 SE. This is like a light version of their VB99 Pro, which is still great. The savings on this is 27% off, which is around $40, bringing the overall price of this to $109.99. This is like a great entry-level battery for people who want to get into using V-mount batteries, but they don't want to spend a ton of money because they don't need a ton of features. This is like one of the best options for you. And if you're gonna be picking up a V-mount battery, this next option will help you link your V-mount battery to your camera. This is Small Rig's foldable V-mount plate. I actually use one when I use a V-mount battery. I don't really like doing all of the extra rigging. You know, I want it to be clean, simple, and quick. And this is basically just a quick release system that allows you to use the V-mount battery on pretty much any mirrorless camera. This is going right now for a savings of 44% off, which is around $45, bringing the overall price of this to $55.99. So this is super cheap. If you're trying to pick up a V-mount battery and mount it to your camera, this is a great option. And it's super simple. These next two items for Small Rig are some of my favorite freaking tripods that you probably already heard a ton about. I actually just dropped a review on this first one. And this is the Tribex SE, which is a collaboration with Potato Jet and Small Rig. This is coming in at 20% off, which is around a savings of $80 off, bringing the overall price of this to $319. I love this tripod. Like I said, I just dropped a review on it, so if you want to check it out, I'll link it down in the description below or above. Can't recommend this tripod enough. It's extremely fast, it's lightweight. It's one of those tripods that once you use it, you will not want to go back to using traditional tripods. And the other tripod that's on sale is the original Small Rig Tribex tripod with Potato Jet. And this is coming in at 29% off, which is a savings of $230, which is huge, bringing the overall price of this to $569.99. I love this version as well. It's carbon fiber. The video head that's included in it is way better than the one on the SE, but if you're just using your tripod to get some really cool frames and you want it to be fast to set up, the SE is just as good. That's gonna conclude my Prime Day 2025 deals. Down in the description below, I did link some other items that I didn't want to mention in this video because I didn't want to talk your head off mentioning 100 different items. I just wanted to bring the best of the best to your attention. And those other things are actually pretty good, but just not as significant in savings. So if you're interested in those things, make sure to check those out using the links in the description below. Drop this video a like if you enjoyed it. But with that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace.